What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. You guys know how this goes. Let me know you can hear me and see me all right before we get things started. A lot to talk about. This is by far the most talking points I've ever had for an HKB Live, a podcast, anything. It's crazy. What's up, Brockal? Thank you, Justin, for the audio and visual check there. Austin, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, do me a favor. I've already shared this to HKB's group page, but if you're a member of Grubby or SIAC or whatever club fishing related, go ahead and share this, as long as it obviously pertains to kayak fishing in Indiana. We don't want to go spamming any other types of accounts or anything like that. But look, guys, a lot to talk about tonight. I'm not gonna hold off too long and get right into it very soon. We're gonna let people get piled in here real quick though, before we get going. So much going on here in the state of Indiana this year. So many opportunities for you guys to win some hardware, make some money, qualify for championships. So many cool things. I've been working with the clubs. Been talking to everybody about the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show, all the cool prizes and Angler of the Year stuff. It's going to be wild, guys. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited for everyone. I'm excited for myself to get out there and compete. Can't wait. We didn't have a podcast earlier this week, so for those of you that tune into that, we appreciate it. Sorry we didn't have an episode, but we're saving all the juice for tonight. We'll be back next week with a podcast. Every once in a while, I'll probably miss one, but normally once a week we'll have those guys. So you can look forward to that every week. Oh, I left the music on here. Sorry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. Let me turn that down. But yeah, so we'll get right into it. We got quite a few people watching now. Thank you for those of you that shared that out to the different groups and clubs for me. I appreciate that. What a kickoff to the season already nationally. Florida, a ton of anglers down there. I think they had over 150 unique anglers for their events. Mike Elsey in the Tin House had a great start to the event. He was sitting in second place after day one. Made a big gamble on day two, and sometimes gambles don't pay off, and it didn't pay off for him on day two. So unfortunately, he didn't finish too well, but he was in the Tin House. I mean, like, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. How awesome is that to have the state of Indiana represented that way? We had several anglers go down and fish the Florida event. Conditions were awful leading up to it, and during it, they weren't great either. But still an awesome tournament to watch. We saw terrible conditions again for Lake Fork the following weekend for bass. Garrett Morgan, though, congratulations to him, was able to pull out a huge victory there. That was cool to see. And then we got, Toledo Bend coming up this weekend. Jim and Jackson Orr already down there or on their way. Jason Cassidy's been down there for a little while. Who else we got? I had a note over here. Dave Sewell going down and fishing that Hobie event on Toledo Bend. Capped out at 200. They've capped out their first 3 events. So for those of you who are looking to get into a Hobie event this year, they've put out a release date schedule. They had to do things a little different this year because they are capping out so quickly within a matter of hours on the last one. Eufaula. So check that out. A lot of people getting signed up for Lake Murray already as well. I'll be going down there. Hopefully see some of you as well. Heading to the Bassmaster Classic after that. Yeah, exciting stuff. Coming up soon outside of Lake Murray and KBF, we've got the KBF Challenge Series, March. Nobody signed up for January or February. Probably a smart move considering most of the state, if not all, was frozen. I did get a report today that things are thawing out down there in southern Indiana. Still a lot of ice. I guess even on Sunday, there was 7 inches of ice on Monroe in most spots, which is crazy. I can't even imagine that. But hopefully things will start to melt quickly. Open water will come soon, and you guys can get started in March in a big way. Of course, if you plan on fishing any of the grubby events in March, you might as well sign up for the challenge series as well. Remember, you got to be signed up for those though before the first. So get signed up for that if you plan to on Fishing Chaos. Good stuff there. Also in March, which I think, if I remember right, I've got the graphic here somewhere. Check this out. Let me pull this up. Starting in March, if I can get this on here, Moving Water Outfitters bringing back the Hoosier Big Bass Hunt for 2022. Super excited about this. This was a great event last year. Created a lot of talking points throughout the season. Seeing those big fish coming up. It's your biggest largemouth and smallmouth of the season. Runs from March 1st through the 30th. All Indiana public waters. You see the payouts down there. 60% for first place plus 200 from Moving Water Outfitters, the title sponsor for this event and for the Indiana Kayak Anglers. Second place is 25% of the pot, $100 gift card for Moving Waters. Third is 15% with a $50 Moving Water gift card. Awesome stuff there. So excited to see that come back for just $25. You can get into that event. A lot of people sign up for it, so the payouts are good. And it's just a good time. You know, any big fish you catch throughout the season can qualify you for some pretty cool prizes. So make sure to get signed up for that. Registration is open now on Tourney X, I believe. So Moving Water Outfitters has put a link out there or two about that already. So check that out as well. And sliding right in and talking about Moving Water Outfitters and Indiana Kayak Anglers, and all the series here in the state, really. Big Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show happening starting next week, Friday the 19th. Things kick off there. Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show. And in conjunction with that, obviously, is the Heartland Kayak Fishing Summit put on by Moving Water Outfitters. Huge demo pool, I hear, this year, bigger than last year. So you'll have plenty of space to try out all the awesome kayak brands that are going to be there. And all the clubs and different vendors that are going to be available for you guys to hang out with. Here's kind of some of the info on that. Grubby's going to have a booth. KBF, Chad Hoover's going to be in town. New Canoe, Wilderness, Bonafide, Native, Old Town, all those things available for you guys to hang out and check out all that cool stuff. Going to be a good time. Speakers, I know Chad and Cole are speaking. I'm doing a couple things on Friday, Saturday twice, and once on Sunday. I won't be there the second half of the show though. I'll be heading to South Carolina for Lake Murray and the Bassmaster Classic. But going to be a good time. I think here we go. Might be a little bit hard to see, but huge demo pool there, and then all your favorite kayak brands surrounding it. And Moving Water Outfitters will have a huge section, as they always do. So, yeah, get ready for that. Going to be a good time. And with that, we are going to do the HKB Bash as promised. First time doing this, first year. And we're going to see what happens. So Saturday, the first Saturday of the event, we are going to be hosting the HKB Bash in conjunction with Kayak Bass Fishing. Chad and I and all the other guys, we're going to head out from the show and head over to Sun King Brewery downtown. We'll be putting out some additional information about this, how to get in, how to find it, all that kind of good stuff. So if you're coming up for the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show, make sure to plan for some extra time Saturday night after the show. We'll put out the details on exactly when the doors will open for that and all that kind of stuff. But come have some food and some drinks with us, hang out, have a good time at Sun King downtown. Not too far of a drive at all from the fairgrounds. So if you're coming up, get ready for that, and definitely keep an eye on the HKB socials, as we'll be announcing all the details on that very, very soon. Also, going on during the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show this coming next weekend is going to be the presentation, or we're going to be giving away the HKB Sportsman of the Year Award. Really excited for this. You guys, thank you so much for those of you that put in your nominations. We closed the nomination process earlier this week, and we have tallied the numbers, and we do have the person who's going to receive that award. The award's being made right now. Can't wait to pick it up. It's going to be really cool. And we will be presenting that also at the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show next weekend on Saturday. Exact details on that will also be announced. So if you guys want to be a part of that, as we hand that off to the nominee, you can be. Let's see what else we got real quick before we get into some of the other goodies that I have in store. Big news tonight. We're going to drop all the details on Last Chance HKB Top 25. And at the end of this thing, we'll talk about a big giveaway we got in store for you. I can't wait to share that with you. So let's see. Any questions before I get into that, though? Let's see here. We got a couple. Minors be allowed. Great question, Justin. I will find out the details on that soon. All right. And I will let you guys know what the rules and regs are for that. And I'll get that information to you as soon as possible. Okay. Great question, Justin. All right, guys. So Last Chance event, April 2nd. It's going to be epic. I can't wait for this event. One more chance for qualifying anglers to punch their ticket to the state championship. We've put out a little teaser on the payouts a while back, and 75% of the entry fees is a $100 entry fee for this event. 75% of that will go to the payout, plus 25% of it will be held back for the state championship. We're paying out first through third, and the payouts are pretty impressive as you look at this here. If we have 25, 50, 75, or 100 anglers, those are estimates, not exacts, by the way, but they should be really close to that. So here's what we're going to do. Announcing the waters, and note that I said waters. There is not going to be a singular location for this. Eligible waters for the Last Chance event, if you are qualified for this, meaning you were in the top 10 of Angler of the Year standings in any series in the state, IK, SIAC, or Grubby, and also KBF Challenge Series. You are qualified for this event. Full list of qualifiers is on the HoosierKayakBassin.com website. Here are the waters available to fish. Patoka. I think I just answered your question there, Nate. A lot of you are in. A lot of you watching are going to be in. If you fished last year and you finished in the top 10 of any Indiana series, Grubby, IK, SIAC, or KBF Challenge Series, you're qualified for this event. Full list is on hkb.com. All right, so here are the waters for April 2nd, Last Chance event. We're spreading it out across the state. Nobody should have to travel too far if they don't want to, but you have options if you want to travel. Patoka Lake near French Lick, Indiana. Lake Monroe in Bloomington. Brookville in Brookville, Indiana, out east. Raccoon Lake out west, central west, in Rockville, Indiana. Geist Reservoir in Hamilton County, northeast side of Indy, Fishers, all that, Castleton. Massinawa Lake near Peru and Wabash, northern Indiana. Far northern Indiana, Lake Wawasee and Syracuse, the home lake for the HKB State Championship this year, as well as the IKA kickoff event in Syracuse, Indiana. Lake Wawasee and Syracuse available for that. All right, guys, that event will be posted, all the rules, all the details, on Fishing Chaos. where you guys can sign up and register for that event very soon. I'm going to go over the list one more time. Patoka Lake, Lake Monroe, Brookville Lake, Raccoon Lake, Geist Reservoir, Massinawa Lake, Lake Wawasee, and Syracuse. You may fish any body of water you want to. Check in, check out will be required. Okay, check in, check out will be required. $100 entry fee, April 2nd. If you're qualified for that event, you can get signed up very soon. I'll make an announcement about that. First place, automatic qualification into the state championship. That's what it's all about, guys. Think of it like the 10 Invitational and getting into the 10 house. Same concept. You win the event, you get into the state championship. However, state championship qualified anglers may sign up for this event and they may try to block you. And if they do, no one else is getting in. But this event does pay out 75% of the entry fees, as I talked about a moment ago. 25% holdback for the state championship. All that, obviously, minus fees and expenses and that sort of thing, which are minimal. Pays out first through third. Prizes, all that kind of good stuff. Go over that here real quick for you, too. First through third place, you're going to get a big check. Like KBF does for the Trail Series, same thing. You're going to get one of those big, awesome cardboard checks to put on the wall, first through third place. Also, a catch trophy, so hardware, custom designed catch trophy for first through third place. Can't wait for you guys to see these. They're going to be awesome. If you guys like what we did with the HKB State Championship trophy, which, by the way, is now being used throughout the country for events, pretty awesome. We were the first, so kudos to Indiana on that. And so much thanks to Duke and the team at Catch for doing this. And then top 10% of the field will automatically qualify for this year's national championship. How about that? Right out of the gate this year, you can qualify for the national championship by being in the top 10% of the last chance event. $250 bonus on top of the payout for the highest qualifying or the highest finishing KBF member. You must be a member before the tournament starts. Highest finishing KBF member will get a $250 bonus on top of the great payout that's available for first through third. Fish USA gift card and Yak Attack gift card for first through third as well. Huge shout out to Fish USA, Yak Attack for doing that. Here's the breakdown on that for both. Okay. For Fish USA and Yak Attack, same amount, first through third. First place is going to get a $250 gift card to Fish USA and to Yak Attack. $100 gift card for second place and a $50 gift card for third place on top of the amazing payout, on top of the $250, right? So huge opportunity for you guys qualified for this event. And then Big Bass, you're getting a Yeti cooler. That's right, a Yeti cooler for catching the big bass. So I don't know if you can't get excited about that, I don't know. I don't have anything for you. I don't like, and then on top of that, if you win the event, you get into the state championship where you're going to walk in just for showing up and have a ton of sponsor prizes, hundreds of dollars worth of prizes just for showing up. Plus, I'm also going to announce, not the full details. We're going to do a different show because there's a lot to talk about tonight about the state championship, but over $1,200 in cash guaranteed for the state championship. This is a zero entry fee event, by the way. If you're not familiar with the state championship and how it's set up, zero entry fee event. And you're fishing for over $1,200 in cash, plus a ton of great prizes and stuff from our supporters. More on that. We'll have a full state championship preview show in the very near future as well to release all the details on that, give you guys an idea that didn't qualify what to expect in 2023 so that you go out there this year and really fight hard to qualify for that. Top anglers, the AOI from every series. qualify for that event, and the champions from every series. All right, let's talk about HKB Top 25. Don't worry, dude. Plenty of prizes left. All right. Let's talk about HKB Top 25. I've mentioned this a couple times now, but I've not really talked about what it is. Let me get up this little graphic for y'all, and we're going to talk about it right now. I'm so pumped up for this. So if you guys have seen, well, in the kayak space, we have the KBN Power Rankings. You've probably seen that. If you haven't seen that, in the bass space, there's a lot of different sites that rank anglers from all of the different series and stuff like that. Instead of just like an AOI of a particular series, they rank the anglers from across the nation. Well, we're bringing that to the state of Indiana. So with all of the mini series that we have, oh, by the way, somehow I missed it. I don't know. I'm learning about it just today. Topwater is bringing a series to the northeast corner of Indiana, far northeast corner of Indiana. I think it's called the 101 Lakes Division or something along those lines, 7 events. Don't quote me on any of that, but I'm just learning about that. So we'll get all the details on that and get all that tied in as well. But all the series here in Indiana, we have come up with an algorithm that we've been working on for some time now that is going to take in all the tournament results from each series, and it's going to pump out a top 25 ranking system. Okay. So super excited about this. Rogue Fishing Company, title sponsor for the HKB Top 25 Angler Rankings. This is going to be updated weekly. This will start in late March with the Grubby Series events. All Grubby Series, all SIAC Series, all of IKA Series, HKB Challenge Series, all of those events will be brought into the algorithm after the events finalized, after each tournament. And every week, we will kick out an HKB Top 25 ranking system. Now, this wouldn't be possible without Rogue. They're going to be offering some amazing prizes along the ways. Okay. So not only are we going to award Angler of the Year, not only are we going to award Rookie of the Year, we're also going to do a Young Gun Award. So more details on that to come. And Rogue Power Move. So what the Rogue Power Move is it's going to be a special award for anglers who make big moves in the rankings. Okay. More details on that to come, but all of these things include some awesome product from Rogue Fishing. So I'm so excited about that. Final standings at the end of the year, there'll be, again, Angler of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Young Gun. The top 25 anglers are going to get a cool little piece of hardware at the end of the year as well to take home. Love that part. Everyone loves hardware. How awesome would it be to say that you were one of the top anglers in the state and to have a little keepsake, something to remember that by. All right. So the question's already been asked. How do I qualify, or what are the metrics? All right. So let me give you some of the details here. Not going to give you the full algorithm. I don't want you guys out there trying to game the system, but I'll tell you enough to be, be deadly. The top 25, how you qualify is by fishing, again, any of the series in the state of Indiana. All right. And your results in those tournaments are going to go into an algorithm. And in that algorithm, we are considering things like, is it an online event or an on-site event? How many anglers are in the event? There's a weight for that. Minimum of 10 anglers, okay? Minimum of 10 anglers in an event to qualify for HKB Top 25 Angler Rankings, which is the majority of events we have in the state of Indiana. It's really not a problem. It's your best for the final standings. It's your best 12 events of the year. It's going to run from March through September. It does not include championships. These are just regular series events, not fun extra events that clubs or series might not do, not any HKB events. These will just be regular season events for IK, SIAC, and Grubby Again, I'm just learning about this other series, so let me get into the details on that. But yeah, and so it'll be weighted online or on site. So, for example, grubby events, if IKA does a 5-county shootout because a tournament has needs to get changed or relocated or weather, something like they did last year, when SIAC has on site and online. So their on-site events will be weighted differently than their online events. An on-site event weighted higher, obviously, is one of the big things there. How many people are in the tournament is the other big thing there. For the final standings, you do have to fish a minimum of 3 series in the state of Indiana. HKB, we're all about promoting all of the series here in the state, growing the sport, and getting you involved, getting you anglers involved in all of the series and all the awesome opportunities we have in the state. So you do have to fish a minimum of 3 series for the final standings. Now, of course, throughout the year, we're going to be promoting everyone every week. We're going to be doing podcasts, blogs, all kinds of stuff at the end of the month, weekly, everything. So everyone's going to get an opportunity to get on this leaderboard. Everyone's going to get an opportunity to get the shout outs and get the recognition. But for the final standings, for the final awards, you do have to fish a minimum of 3 series. That's really easy to do, guys. Look, just one example, you could sign up for the SIAC month-long or the SIAC weekend event, which is a statewide, the KBF Challenge Series, which is a statewide, and one grubby event or one IK event. And there you go. You hit your 3. You can fish, a SIAC on-site, a grubby, and an IKA on-site and hit your 3. So super easy to do. And it's your top 12 tournaments of the year. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have 12 tournaments in, but we'll calculate up to 12 events for you. All right. Reason for that is we felt like that was a good number. It wasn't an easy number to hit for everyone, but it was obtainable. And we also didn't want an angler who fishes 30, 40 events. Not everyone has that kind of time and that flexibility to be able to really pad their score. So we're going to take your top 12 of the season, March through September, minimum of 10 anglers. All right. If you guys have any questions about this, feel free to save those, and then I'll open up some time at the end of the show, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. And of course, we'll be releasing details on this on the website. Social, we'll put out a blog post about each of these topics that I'm talking about tonight for you guys. So don't worry, you'll have all the information that you need, but I'm totally happy to answer any questions on the backside of this live. All right. Big giveaway. In addition to all of this year, also running March through September. Moving Water Outfitters has stepped up in a huge way in our community, partnering with Grubby, IKA, HKB, really helping out, really pushing so much resources and so many offerings into the state of Indiana. And they've stepped up one more time this year. Moving Waters, in conjunction with HKB and New Canoe, we are going to be doing what we're calling the HKB Alt Giveaway. And if you guys know New Canoe, they released a kayak that has taken the market by storm. Everyone's talking about it. I just saw another one of our anglers who is watching tonight grabbed one up. And we're going to be giving away, thanks to Moving Water Outfitters and New Canoe, an unlimited this year. Yeah, that's right. We're giving away an unlimited kayak at the end of the season. Here's how to qualify. All you got to do, sign up for a tournament in the state of Indiana with SIAC, IK, or Grubby, and you are going to be entered to win a New Canoe Unlimited, thanks to Moving Water Outfitters. You can enter as many tournaments as you want in the state. We want you to enter dozens of them, but your max is 5. Okay. Max entries is 5 for the season. So the first 5 events you sign up for, we'll keep a record of that. And at the end of the year, we will do a drawing for the kayak. So big stuff there as well. We'll probably do a running list of anglers who are entered in that and that sort of stuff, and put some information out about that throughout the year. But it's so cool to see, on top of everything Moving Waters is already doing, on top of everything New Canoe is already doing in the state, to have that additional option for you guys, just to incentivize you to get into the sport and to fish with the clubs and the series here in the Indiana. I know so many people in the HKB group and that are considering maybe getting into kayak fishing, or they already are in kayak fishing but aren't doing tournaments and they're thinking about it. This is the year to do it. You don't have to win in a tournament. You don't have to be in a top finisher in a tournament. You don't have to qualify for anything. Just simply sign up for a tournament in the state of Indiana, and you're entered to win a New Canoe kayak, the Unlimited. I mean, one of the top kayaks, if not the top kayak in the market right now. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's buying them up. So I'm so thankful for that partnership with Moving Water Outfitters and what they're doing here in the state, and New Canoe as well. Thank you guys for all these comments too, and getting in there and hyping this up. We're super excited about it. So, so many things. What else we got? One more big news. One more piece of big news. You see the Kayak Bass Fishing hoodie right here? I'm not releasing all the details tonight, but I'm just going to tell you that Kayak, KBF, Chad, Christy, they're doing big things in the state of Indiana this year, and they're giving back to the clubs in a big way. And we'll have details on that very, very soon. So on top of all of this stuff that we're talked about, and I keep saying that, there's even more coming, guys. And I'm so excited to share even more with you over the coming days and weeks. Get to the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show this weekend, or this next weekend. I'm sorry, starting on the 19th. It runs for 2 weeks. There's a small break, but get to the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show. Check out these club series, pick up a schedule, get to know the people, come listen to the speakers. There's a lot going on, and you don't want to miss it. All right. Quick recap, Ryan, for you guys, and then we'll get into any questions you might have. Let me get a drink of water first. Is that okay? Can I do that? All right. Whew. Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show starts on the 19th. Heartland Kayak Fishing Summit, put on by Moving Water Outfitters, will be going on during the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show. A lot of the kayak vendors and brands that you love in the state will be there. Huge demo pool. So you guys can try out kayaks and find the perfect kayak for you. Demo. We always say that. Everyone asks, well, what's the best kayak? Well, it really depends on the person, where you fish, how you fish, and what's going to be comfortable for you. Do you like to stand? Do you like to sit? Do both? Do you want a motor? Do you not want a motor? All of those things are important. So get to the boat show, get in all the kayaks in the demo pool, and figure out what's right for you. HKB Bash will be the 20th, Saturday the 20th, after the Boat Sport and Travel Show concludes. That'll be at Sun King. More details on that very, very soon. Come hang out with us. Food, drinks, have a good time. Kick off the 2022 season here in the state of Indiana. See your friends that you haven't seen all season. Make some new fishing buddies. Come hang out at the HKB Bash. We'll also be giving away the HKB Sportsman of the Year Award. Thank you for all of you that nominated someone. We'll open up nominations towards the latter half of this year for 2022. So keep that in mind. If you see somebody out there this season who is doing a lot for the community, doing a lot for the environment, just being an ideal sportsman and helping anglers get on the water and giving them tips and tricks, anything you see where you say, man, that person deserves some recognition, they should be nominated for the HKB Sportsman of the Year Award. The only real qualification is A, they're active in the community, and B, they're an Indiana resident. So that's the real big thing right there. Outside of that, we've got the HKB Last Chance event on April 2nd. That is it. You must qualify for that event, but there's like 100 of you that are qualified. Anyone that was a top 10 in Angler of the Year standings in any Grubby series, in IKA or SIAC, and the KBF Challenge Series. If you were a top 10 in any of those, you are qualified. The full list of qualified anglers is on HoosierKayakBassin.com under the Last Chance events page. If you have questions on if you're qualified or not, feel free to reach out to me on social or via the Hoosier Kayak Bassin pages as well. Eligible water for that event, April 2nd, $100 entry fee. First place state championship qualification. Eligible waters are Patoka Lake, Lake Monroe, Brookville, Raccoon, Geist, Massinawa, Lake Wawasee. It will be on Fishing Chaos very soon. You'll be able to register for that event. And there is a ton of money on the table and prizes and trophies and all of that. Huge shout out to Yak Attack, Fish USA, Kayak Bass Fishing, all of our amazing partners for helping make that happen. And that will be followed up with the state championship, which is held in conjunction with the IKA event, April 23rd, 24th, I think it is. Don't hold me to it. It's that weekend, right around that time. Big giveaway. Moving Water Outfitters partnering with us here at HKB and New Canoe to give away the unlimited kayak at the end of the season. All you got to do is sign up for an event in the state of Indiana with IKA, SIAC, or Grubby. If you do that, you're automatically entered in to win. We'll do a random drawing in November on a live broadcast like this one and give that kayak away. Okay, what else? Some cool stuff coming from KBF in the very near future. And then HKB Top 25 presented by Rogue Fishing Company. This is going to be awesome, guys. I can't wait to highlight 25 anglers every week and to show who is getting it done every week, week in and week out. This isn't going to be for everyone. I get it. Not everyone is going to be able to, get anywhere close to 12 tournaments. But this is going to highlight the top 25 anglers in our state. That's going to get you some recognition. We're going to get blogs, videos, podcasts, everything. Help you elevate your profiles. I know so many of you are looking to do that, and I can't wait to do that for you. All right, let's get into some questions if you guys have them. I can't do any more recaps, but I will try and answer specific questions. All right, Yes. So the only club that does not have a booth at the show will be SIAC, Southern Indiana Yak Anglers Club, but IKA and Grubby will have a booth. KBF will have a booth. Chad Hoover will be present. I will not have an HKB booth this year. I will be hanging out at Moving Water Outfitters. I'll be hanging out with Chad and Grubby at their booth and IKA. And I'll be speaking on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday the first week. The reason I'm not doing a booth is I'm actually not going to be here for the second half of the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show because I'm heading to South Carolina. I'm going to fish Lake Murray, try and get some redemption, and then I got to go work the Bassmaster Classic Expo with some of the brands and some of my clients. So that's why we're not going to have an HKB booth. Otherwise, we probably would have. But that doesn't matter because all the people we support will have a booth there. So no worries. All right. Club events, when will they go live for sign up? Okay, so Grubby events will go live on Tourney X shortly before the tournaments. They'll make announcements about those when they go live. Make sure, guys, that you're in the Hoosier Kayak Bassin Facebook group, but also make sure you join the Grubby, the SIAC, and the IKA groups and follow their pages. So Grubby will post their stuff on Tourney X shortly before the events, a couple weeks usually before the events individually. IKA, they'll make announcements on when their events are going out as well on their social media as we get a little bit closer. They usually will do like a virtual go live similar to this one to talk about the tournaments and the rules and that sort of thing. SIAC as well. As we get closer, they will put out they usually put out the majority of their events kind of all in a similar time frame so that you can get signed up for those as well. KBF Challenge Series, so the statewide events, those are on Fishing Chaos right now. I think the whole year, but definitely March and April are available. You can go ahead and get signed up for those right now on Fishing Chaos. So, and you want to get signed up for March, you have to sign up the month prior, right? You can't sign up on March 1st or the 2nd or anything like that. You have to sign up the month prior. So the deadline's going to be, the end of the month. Indiana Kayak Anglers, the Hoosier Big Bass Hunt is already up on Tourney X. You guys can get signed up for that, but it does start March 1st. So you can't submit fish on that until March 1st. Yeah, I'll try, Justin, for sure, man. I know exactly where it's at. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that area because it was a dud, but hey, man, maybe I'll get lucky. I'll go by there on my way somewhere else, and I'll make a couple casts and grab it for you. Yep, Adam, one of the admins there at Grubby, giving us the answer there. What's up, Merlin? You're always late, dude. What are you talking about? No surprise there. You guys can go back and watch this. It'll be posted, obviously, to YouTube and Facebook. What week does the HKB Top 25 start? Okay, so technically speaking, HKB Top 25 will start March 1st with the KBF Challenge Series because those qualify. However, we won't update the standings weekly on KBF Challenge Series. So we'll just take the final standings. And so at the end, so each week on Mondays, probably, maybe Tuesdays, but on Monday nights, probably we'll release the top 25 rankings, and it'll be based off the events that happened the week prior or that weekend prior. And then at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month, we'll do the top 25 kind of monthly release. And that's where you'll see the Indiana Challenge Series for KBF. You'll see, if a SIAC's running a month long, you'll see that there as well. But the first week that we'll be putting out the report, the rankings, let me just double check here on the good old calendar, will be the first week set for Grubby events, which is March 24th through the 28th with Bluegrass, Brush Creek, and Summit. So those events end on Monday. They're usually finalized early afternoon. And then hopefully by Monday night, maybe Tuesday, to give myself a little leeway there, we'll post on the 28th or the 29th, the first week 1 rankings. Austin, you going to be on the top or what? Is there a preseason rankings based on last season? I'll tell you what, maybe there might be. So when creating the formula for this, we definitely used previous results to test it. That was our database, right? So there's a possibility we could put out what the top 25 would have looked like if we had it last year. Maybe we'll see. What else? Moving Water Outfitters, the identifier. Okay, I'm not sure, John, if it's uploaded. The new one is uploaded yet on Moving Water Outfitters. Are you talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about the big bass hunt. I don't know if Jason or anyone from IK is watching, but Matt or Jim, but if you are, maybe you can let them know about the sticker. I know they'll have them at the Boat Sport Travel Show. I'm sure that you'll be able to pick them up there or order them, but I don't know if they're available yet. And if you're talking about the IKA identifier that they use, they also allow KBF, or at least they have in previous years, KBF identifiers. If IK is allowing that still this year, I'm not sure, but I would assume so. But they have on the Blue Fox Gifts, you can order you can order the Indiana Kayak Anglers specific tournament tag for their series from them now. How much to bump you a few, man? I don't know. I mean, we could probably work out some trades on. I love tackle, especially like Japanese expensive tackle. So, you know, if you got some of that, we can maybe work something out. Let's see. I'm not sure who you were answering this for, Adam, but we the time zones will all be Eastern for that tournament. I'm assuming there was a question somewhere about what time zones. Thank you, Merlin, for that answer there. John, yeah. So they'll be available at the boat show, and then I'm sure they'll get them up on the website at some point if they aren't already. All right. Because you do have to use, like John said in the other comment here, you do have to use for the big bass hunt the sticker that they provide, and that's how they know that fish is qualified. New this year to tournament kayak fishing. Where can I see all the clubs for Indiana and their schedule? Great question, Scott. Thank you for asking that. Go to HoosierKayakBassin.com. Let me just show it to you real quick. HoosierKayakBassin.com. You can find everything you need to know about kayak fishing in the state of Indiana. Links to tournaments, links to everything, leaderboards, all of that. Blogs, news, angler spotlights, everything at HoosierKayakBassin.com. And then you go over to HKB events and you can see what we got. You can go to Tournament Central and you can find information about every club. Indiana Kayak Anglers, right there's their schedule. This is hard to do when I'm like doing the screen share thing. You can find out information about Grubby and their schedule, and then also links to their social, links to their websites, because Grubby has their own amazing website. IKA has their own amazing website as well. And then you can find it obviously on their socials too. So check out Southern Indiana Yak Anglers Club, check out Indiana Kayak Anglers and Grassroots Bass Yak, and all on Facebook. And they have Instagram profiles too. KBF Challenge Series, all that there. We'll have live leaderboards linked up as well, so you can see what's going on. See what's going on in the tournaments. We obviously need to update those. Those are the last ones from last year. So yeah, HoosierKayakBassin.com. That's the answer to your question. What else we got? You bet, Brock. Love doing it, man. I love this community. I love this sport. So, ooh, gosh, I thought you got out of that game, Brock. I didn't think you were still doing the coal mine and stuff for some reason. Yeah. Everything will be based off Eastern. And Adam, I think you're right. I think all of the lakes are central. Pretty sure Patoka is the only one that, or I'm sorry, I think all of the lakes are Eastern. Patoka is the only one that maybe could be central, but I don't even think that. And then the times, lines in, lines out, all of that will be available on Fishing Chaos. You can check that out under the HKB Club, or you can search Last Chance Event and you'll find it on Fishing Chaos and all the details. And we'll have that open for registration very soon. Very, very soon. All right. Yep, Patoka is Eastern. Thanks, Adam. Adam's got all the answers. You guys don't even need me. I'll just sit here and like hide behind the mic, and you ask Adam the questions and he'll have the answers. I'm gonna have to bring him on as our like official question answerer. I don't know. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate you guys too. Eastern time bias. Yeah. Sorry, dude. I mean, like there's a quarter size spot on the map that's Eastern or Central. I mean, get with the program, dude. You guys need to switch over with us. Adam, I just have a lot of useless information. Hey, that's a good thing though, man. All right, guys, what other questions do you have? We're going to round things up. I'll give you 10 more minutes to ask me anything fishing related, sponsor related, marketing, media, whatever. You got until we hit the hour mark to ask me any questions you want, and then I'm getting off here. And if nothing comes through, then we'll just go. Please, if you didn't catch the beginning and all the information that we put out, go back and watch the live. And I'll definitely, each of these topics that we talked about, last chance, HKB top 25, the giveaway, all of this stuff, we'll put out stuff on that very soon. Fishing chaos. I have some catching up to do. Yeah. HKB events will be ran on Fishing Chaos this year. The last chance, the state championship, the Turkey Bowl, all of those will be on Fishing Chaos this year. Great platform, super easy to use. And it offers a lot of cool features and functionalities for the admin side of it, which is great for us. Great way for us to promote sponsors and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, check it out. Fishing Chaos. If you're planning on fishing any KBF events, they use Fishing Chaos as well. So it'd be a good intro for you there. All right. What other questions? Brad, welcome back, dude. You were gone for a little while. It's good to see you active back in the community again. So I can't wait to see all of you at the Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show and at the KBF Bash. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I've been stuck in this house for months, and I'm ready to see you guys. Any other questions, comments, concerns? I'm an open book tonight, guys. What kayak are you guys looking to check out this year? What are you going to demo in the demo pool at the Heartland Kayak Fishing Summit? Ooh, good question. I'm going to say in the state of Indiana, big bass this season will likely come out of one of three places: Patoka, Monroe, or Bluegrass. And it will be probably like 22 and a quarter. Who's it going to be? Somebody that fishes Bluegrass, Patoka, or Monroe quite a bit. Likely. That's my guess. Brad, great. P127, Bonafide P127. That's one I'm looking to get into. I've been hearing stuff about this kayak for so long, and definitely want to get into it now that it's released. Yeah, it's a monster. You're right. That's actually my goal. In the kayak, I've never caught a 22-inch fish. I think my biggest is only like 21 and a half. And I've traveled all over and fished a lot in the kayak, and I've never caught anything. I've caught some heavy weight, but lengthwise. So I want to catch a 22, and I'd love for that to come from the state of Indiana. But I definitely think Bluegrass has the capability of doing that. I think Monroe for sure does. Patoka for sure does. If you hit it right, hopefully I'll be the one to do it, but I can't wait to see the pictures if somebody else does. So hopefully I'll do it at Lake Murray too, going down there for the KBF event. That would be great. Yeah. Matt caught, a big one last year. I forgot about that. 23 incher. So he'll probably catch that one again if it's not dead. If it's not so old that it's floating somewhere now. He's only caught it 3 times. There are obviously bigger fish than 22 and a quarter, and they're obviously in other lakes, small lakes all over the state. Honestly, there's a couple of places up north I can name that you could probably catch one too. I'm just saying odds on favorites. Those are the 3 that I would pick as potential. Let's see. Yeah, I probably did miss quite a bit of. Let's see. Well, here we go. Oh, here we go. Adam Murray, Brush Creek, of course. Yeah. Didn't it take like 8 inchers to win out there last year on a Ned rig? Come on, Adam. Like, I know there's big fish in there. I've seen them too, but You're telling me that if you had to pick a place right now where the biggest bass of the year was going to come out of, Brush Creek. Come on now. That's for sure, dude. Merlin, Lemon. Gosh, I wish it was easier to have tournaments at Lemon. That is such a great fishery. Some people probably aren't going to be happy about us sitting here talking about it like that, but Lemon is a fantastic fishery, and I spent a lot of time in a kayak there. My first year kayak fishing in Indiana. So all right, hey dude, do it. I know you had it on last year. I know you had that PB on. I hope you do. I hope you land a 10-pounder. Did you guys see what happened today on Major League Fishing? Oh my goodness. I caught glimpses of it throughout the day, but I went back and watched some of like the highlights. I mean, Randy Howe breaking his PB twice, a 12-pounder. Oh my goodness, that thing. Did you see it, guys? If you haven't, go to majorleaguefishing.com or their social and check that out. Killer. Some good fish caught on the Bassmaster side too. Yeah. There's a lot of that goes on in the state, unfortunately. And I don't know why there isn't more done to stop that, but yeah, that happens a lot. In fact, here, close to me, Camp Atterbury, man, it's just been destroyed with people taking the fish out of it. Super unfortunate. I mean, it's still good fish in there. It gets pounded like anything else does anymore, but a lot of big fish taken out of there. Oh, okay. See, look, I have no idea. I'm clueless. Yeah, big fish. A lot of big fish being caught down there. Where were they? Louisiana, right? Pretty cool stuff. Couple more minutes, guys. You're running out of time. If you got a question, answer it now. We're shutting it down at the 1 hour mark. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are excited about it and what we got going on this year. It's going to be fun. These clubs, Grubby, IK, SIAC, they're doing an awesome job putting together some great schedules, putting together huge prizes, partners pouring into the state of Indiana like I don't think they do anywhere else in the country, honestly. I mean, we got so many great things going on in the state. It's incredible. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you so much. We'll be back with a podcast next week, and we'll be doing some more HKB lives very, very soon. Good luck to all of you fishing Toledo Bend this weekend. I can't wait to see our guys get to the top of that tournament and do well. I'm going to be watching the leaderboard, hopefully sharing some stuff with you. I'll be a little bit out of the pocket this weekend with some family stuff, but I'm going to do my best to share any updates that I can with you all. And then we'll definitely talk about it on HKB 22 podcast. That'll come out Tuesday. Get ready for it. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.